Okay, well, the good news is we're going to start moving on. The good news is that you arrive back in time for Renee to roll on the origin table. So we've already got Jerry has rolled once on his origin table. These are the background tables. So next, Renee, if you want to roll 2d10 and tell us what wonderful number you rolled.
Yay,
Okay.
look at me go. 15.
15? What is 15? Jerry, I think this is actually your favorite number.
It is.
I remember.
Yeah. It's awesome. You gain access to what? You gain access. What?
Easter
That can't be
Island.
the same number. What? Again? Same
Well,
one.
no,
It's two different things.
Yeah, they're meant to all
they all intersect.
one.
Okay,
Huh?
cool.
Yeah, see?
Excellent.
studio
Okay,
floor.
so
Already
looking at
syncing
that.
up.
You gain access to a base under Easter Island with the goal of infiltrating the Power Elite and destroying them from the inside. Unknown to you, Black October was there too, and all hell broke loose. You helped and managed to save only one member of the Black October team, and some high-tech equipment. So you get to add a 10-point gadget.
Yeah,
Barry,
that's
that was not written for your one. Is that deliberate?
no. They're written so that they all intertwine. So if someone rolls on theirs and I roll on mine, that means we were there at the same time doing the same thing.
Perfect. Okay, good.
But yeah, the gadget part is gone. That doesn't exist.
Or I didn't get that.
Is it not? Oh.
Yeah. Nope.
I see.
I'm
Cheated.
He's deleting the text even as we speak. Yeah, we were right.
I'm going
We're
in
being
like this.
robbed as we go along. Ooh, look what I
Yeah.
got. No, you didn't. Oh, okay.
No.
I
Never
mean,
that
you
for
can
you.
keep it. I mean, it's your game. It's just that no one else gets anything.
Oh dear,
Can
yeah,
I-
because it's been removed from absolutely every other entry. Okay, so moving on. Ron, roll 2d10. And hopefully you roll Jerry's
I
favorite
add my
number.
two numbers together and I get a 9.
Yes, please. A 9. 9. Yeah, but 9. Your superiors decided to double-cross a captive Elohim they had in their employ. You freed the alien and gained an immortal ally. You can decide what you want to say about that or what you want to do with that at some point, and let me know. So,
King the Conqueror.
Ollie and Caliban have crossed paths before they started working, presumably with the possibly even it was their one of them may be introduced to the other one to the
So did they get the same origin?
Foundation. They got the same origin kind of adventure, if you know what I mean, and that's deliberate.
Got it, I see.
So
Okay,
yeah,
so
so it
next is-
intertwined. So the next one on the character creation path is the solo event, and that is just rolling 2d10 each. So Jerry, since you were first last time,
Let's see. I rolled a 9.
you rolled a 9. 9. Zenith, the Sovereign's island nation, appears over the island of Santori in the Mediterranean Sea. An ocean, not a sea. For 2 days, no communication can reach the island, and any vessels approaching is fired upon. Are fired upon. Sorry, it's the editor in me. Until they turn back. The Sovereign search the island for hidden artifacts deep in the island's volcanic caldera. Agenda Strange Candy or Agenda Sovereign's Manifest Destiny. I don't know what these things mean, but I'm sure you do.
Those are just agendas.
Okay, cool. So, very cool.
No need to hear about it.
That sounds interesting. So this is Zenith. Okay. Renee?
16.
16. Ooh, that's a big number. A clandestine meeting takes place on an oil platform near Estonia. Russian and Argentinian operatives deal in bioweapons and super soldiers manufactured in Argentina. With the help of user agents, you manage to dismantle the operation and send the parties running. Agenda is topple the power elite. There's actually one
You will
we
be
had last
pleased to
time.
know, having already rolled my dice and written down the number, mine was also 16.
Ah, interesting. Very good.
Which
This is the exact
also
same
nice.
stuff we rolled last time. That
know.
particular one.
It's like,
That's
where do you want to go? Let's go to the oil platform near
Yeah.
Estonia.
Both of you guys. Were you guys holding hands when you did it?
Yeah.
So that's perfect because now you've both sets of characters have intersected, which is good.
Exactly.
Is
No, I'm
our-
liking this a lot. Let me scribble a thing or two. I can go back and do this, of course, but I'm just.
Do you want me to
going
copy and paste the text into the chat?
Well, no, because
Wonderful
I
ability.
actually have this horrible brick that Jerry mailed me. which is
Okay.
his idea of a working set of notes. I'm not quite sure how
Okay.
that works, but
Sure.
he seems to look at it that way.
Yeah, trust me, this book has been littered with changes and corrections.
That's excellent. So
As it should be.
anyway, so yes, and that was with Schmoo. So
True.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
so
was the accent.
cool. All right. So our
Okay.
solos were not solos, and that's a good thing.
Yep. This is a very good thing. And I'm sorry, I'm jumping between multiple windows, which is always a problem. So Eli's Alliance events is next. So in this life path, you choose a player and invite them into your narrative. This enables player characters to know one another before play begins and gives them a bit of shared history, which you already have, which is awesome. Everyone involved gets the agendas associated with the entry. So, okay. So first off, it was Jerry. So Jerry, which of the two do you want to invite to your soul?
Well, let's just go by how it is on my video. We'll go with Renee first.
Okay. So first off, roll 1d10. Decide which chart.
Oops. God dang it. Rogue die. 1. So Alliance chart 1.
Alliance chart 1, and then roll 2d10.
What is that? 13.
13, which is a Dakar microsystem spaceplane is stolen in low Earth orbit and redirected on a collision course to the moon base. With the help of Schmoo, you rescued
That's right.
all on board and stopped the catastrophic collision. Agenda: topple the power elite. We got this last time as well. That's funny.
Well, they're making moves.
You know what they're like, those damn power elite.
Do we each get to? Do we pick twice or just the one time?
That's a good question. I think everyone will do it
They
once
have
with one of the other
crossovers
characters.
now, so
Yeah.
no,
In theory, everyone should end up with 2 Alliance events because
You get
you'll do one,
and then
you get picked, and then it should wrap
That's
its way
true.
around.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and pick Ron.
And then I'll
I
pick Jerry, and
rolled
I think that's
Yeah.
supposed to be how it works.
That'll
Yeah.
neatly work out. Yeah.
Mhm.
Perfect.
Yeah,
So,
I
yeah.
rolled a 1 as well, and then second I rolled a 17.
Ooh, big numbers. Forest fires thought to be sparked by global warming burned several small towns in the Canadian Yukon territories. Upon further inspection, the fires travel and move in a strange way and seem directed by some outside force. You and Darcy find the sovereign at the center. Find the sovereign. Oh, interesting. At the center of a plot to use an abomination to search for a lost piece of his island nation. In a climactic battle, the abomination is destroyed, along with the top of a mountain, believed to be the lost chunk of Sovereign's island home. Agenda: Sovereign's manifest destiny.
So that's my first agenda, actually. Neither of the others gave me an agenda.
Did they not? That might have been me not writing it out. Hold on a second. Me not calling it out properly. Sorry, your first one was what again?
My first one was the Elohim 9 for the origin for user agent.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, there was nothing there.
Right.
And then
That's
the
fine.
second one was the... what
In
was the second one?
Estonia, the Black October Black Site thing.
Where that there is one for that. That's toppled up our elite.
Oh, okay.
That was me just not reading it out. Okay. So that was you guys and Sovereign seem to have butted heads a couple of times, as well as the Power Elite in Argentina. Okay, so next it is Ron.
Okay.
Rolling 1d10.
1d10 first, which gives me a 9.
9, which is table 2, and then roll 2d10. Ooh, this table's entirely changed. This looks new.
Yeah.
Don't roll a 13 because there's literally nothing here.
Yeah, not yet anyway.
I rolled a 9.
Excellent. Okay, there's something in here. In Tripoli, Libya, you and insert 2 PC names, apparently everybody, posed as European human traffickers to capture high-ranking members of the... I can't even say that.
Oh yeah.
Huehuecuatl?
Technically, I was going to tag Caliban, but apparently it gave me both of them. So okay, good.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah,
Okay. So wait, all I know is that we're in
the
Tripoli.
Yeah, in Tripoli, Libya, you and Caliban and Schmoo posed as European human traffickers to capture high-ranking members of the, and I'm going to try and say this again, Coyote. Did I
Yeah,
get that right?
yeah.
That's hard
It's
to say.
close to it. It's a Nahil word.
Uh-huh.
So
How does it
yeah.
pronounce?
It's really hard because it's Nahil.
Waddle.
Yeah, which is Mayan or Aztec. So it's Coyotl.
Coyote. Okay.
Probably
And
sounds better.
I don't think I have that.
Coyote
Yeah.
cartel. I can pop it in the chat.
Okay, I don't have that table, so I'm going to do put that one in the chat.
Yeah, I'm actually going to put the whole
Does it have an agenda?
entry in the chat. Yeah, I haven't even finished reading it. I just stumbled over the cartel. So in Tripoli, Libya, you and blah 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 posed as European human traffickers, which would be very funny considering you're all American. Well, actually, maybe not wrong. To capture high-ranking members of the blah 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 cartel in South America and the Strigoi of Eastern Europe. All was going to plan until the cartel's superhuman muscle, Divine and Rapture, showed up and recognized one of you. You managed to escape, but not with the intended cargo. And the agenda there is the dragon's fangs. I'm just going to put this in the thing. Okay.
Good going, Charlie Brown. You blockheads mess.
Excellent.
Jerry, what was the first number you rolled that had me in it? Which one was that?
It was on Alliance Chart 1, and it was number 13. And this one is Alliance Chart 2, and it's number 9.
Alliance chart 113, I can copy and paste in as well. Amazing advantages.
I got the chart, so
What's the name of your character, Ron?
I'm sorry?
What's the name of your character?
The super name is Thin Mind.
Thin Mind. Ooh, Schmoo and Thin Mind. So me and 2 user agents triply together. Or
Sounds like something
user
that happens in spy movies.
User associated in.
yeah.
User adjacent.
Right.
Yeah.
I am a by the book Kanya user agent. No frills. Accepted my limitations. All those things. So
Beautiful.
Renee got the special plea concept bonus.
Special juice.
Yeah.
You got the good stuff. Okay. So then, is there anything else on that? I think that's all the background materials, isn't it? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
So has everyone got an archetype? All the rest? I think everyone picked.
Yeah.
I've got all that.
yeah.
I tweaked my character a little bit.
I saw that. Yeah.
I got rid of my perception.
Oh, so I got to do all the perceiving. All right, niche. Yep.
Yeah.
Niches are good. Niches are good.
Yeah.
And I put those extra points into strength and to performance. Because of the picture I chose, I decided, you know what? What if my character, even though he's trollish and unkept, has a specialization in painting?
Right.
With your own hair.
Yeah, so he is an awesome painter, but
Excellent.
No,
he is...
I kind of like it.
Does he look different to normal humans, or does he just
He looks
look
like that
unkempt?
picture, except he is, he's bigger. He's kind of trollish. Like he's got exaggerations. Like his hands would probably be a little bit bigger. Probably like real bad case of eczema. He just looks a little wrong.
Shooting jaw, maybe a slight kind of thing.
But he does wear a suit. He wears like a suit and tie, no shoes, no socks, and but
he tries.
But once I found the picture of Basquiat, then I was like, you know what? I'll just be him.
All right.
Cool.
So,
Excellent.
So we have, each of us now has 3 or 4 agendas.
Yep.
Correct.
Individually.
Yeah.
Correct. Okay.
Yeah.
So what's our procedure? What do we do now?
Jerry, you probably know this better than I do. Do you want to? Normally, I think there would be a kind of a. I think what we did last time, at least, was we decided upon our kind of main, opposition.
Yeah, what you do, well, the next procedure would just be to create your pantheon, which changed. It's now a little bit simpler. I mean, we've got our characters, we've got that. We make our little group, and then we move on from there. And then, the game takes place. So,
so you changed the pantheon rules, did you?
I changed it to make it easier. Basically, now you end up with the set points.
Can you walk us through the new way to do it, step by step, so we actually do it?
Yeah. Basically, you've got your attributes, but you calculate them a little bit differently now. So with us, it's basically the ability level times the number of members, and that's how many points you get to allocate to your attributes.
Okay, hold on a sec. Pantheon, and we are 5th rank, right?
Yep.
So 5 times
3 is 15. So we would have 15 points to allocate to our attributes.
Okay.
And then we would just pick, I guess we can do that. Our authority, our fortitude, insight, might, and mobility. So we've got 15 points to allocate between those 5. So we could do +3 across the board, or we could have one really high one and zeros in the other. But we have 15 points to allocate.
So let's stop a minute, because Kieran has already told us a little bit about our group. We've been gathered in this to a New England farmhouse in a decayed and weird coastal town, and that from time immemorial, because to Lovecraft, you could have time immemorial with white people living on the coast of Maine, but never mind that part. And so
it is Lovecraft.
Yeah. So anyway, we're none of us are, as far as I know, none of us were associated with this group before, but we have become this group, and there is a weird old man who has basically unified us. We are 3 weirdos working with the weird old man in the decayed mansion in Lovecraft Town.
Yep, pretty much. And the resources this thing can bring to bear are mostly old information, but also a fair amount of old connections and maybe old money as well. So if I was to look at the attributes, the insight is probably going to be your most powerful or your highest attribute.
I was thinking authority isn't going to be that great.
Yeah, authority is likely to be crud. Yeah, at the start, definitely. Yeah. Whereas insight is your ability to perceive a situation, to gather information, and the knowledge it possesses. So,
so how many of those 15 points do we want to put in insight?
I'm going to ask everybody. Renee, do you want to keep it more even rather than less, or do you want to have a very skewed pantheon?
Well, I think you look at the character of the individuals and put them into a whole. What do we all do well? I don't know if anybody here is a brick.
Right, but we don't. But we no longer
right.
have, the pantheon doesn't have to reflect us anymore.
Yeah, but and then the people that are working for. I mean, we can go. Our weakness obviously is probably like some strength, might.
Might and authority being low. How about 1 in each of those? That frees up 4 points from an even spread.
So might and authority have just +1. And then
fortitude and mobility at like 2 each.
Okay, +2.
And that gives us an insane insight. If we want to have it really be skewed, we could do that. That would actually give us like a 9 insight. That's ridiculous. We can't do that.
Why don't we just do a 7 and maybe just do might 2? Then just we have 2s and everything else.
Yeah, 2s and everything.
So,
wouldn't that be right?
Yeah, it would.
If insight was 7.
Yeah, right? No, it would be mathematically. That's right. We could leave authority 1 and put fortitude at 3. I wouldn't mind a little durability.
Okay, yeah, that never hurts, right?
Okay, so
they're damn hard to kill, like a Hollywood monster.
Authority is 1, fortitude is 3, insight is 7, might is 2, and mobility is 2.
Right.
Nobody ever listens to us.